Hello, my lovely Pisces. It's good to have you here. I'm Pisces. I love my Pisces people. I think that no matter what other, signs and whatnot and other influences in your life, nature, nurture and whatnot you have, I think that every Pisces I've met has been such a beautiful, sensitive person at their core. And I think the world needs more of that. So I'm glad you're here. And even if you only have a few Pisces placements or you just feel called to this reading, you're more than welcome, because I think that whatever finds you is meant to find you, right? And so I'm Alsea. I'm doing personal readings. You can look at that info in the description. And this is going to be a relationship reading. Oof, this is going to be a relationship reading. Wow. Feelings, emotions, the whole realm of the Piscean life. If you've been going through a tough time emotionally, which I know a lot of people are, it's a hard world we've created. And you're just feeling like things haven't been working out, or, you feel down on your luck, because Pentacles can speak to money. I just want you to know that, you are loved and you are supported. And, the Piscean or sensitive person, waves of emotions we go through. I once had a friend say that as bad as you're capable of feeling is as good as you're capable of feeling. And a lot of people choose a lot of less emotional signs, and people choose to stay closer to kind of, equilibrium. But in doing that, they never really experience the highs that people that have experienced the lows are capable of. And I want you to remember that if you're in a really hard time, that, the wheel is always turning, energy is always flowing. The only constant is change. And this isn't forever, and there's brighter days ahead for you. And I just want you to know that. Okay. So let's get into this. Angels, guides, ancestors, please speak to Pisces through these cards. Show them what they need to know, whoever's watching this video, for their greatest good. Oof, okay. One more for Pisces. Where is it leading? Nice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this underneath the reading. Jeez. Swords. I'm not sure how much you know about the Rider-Waite Tarot, but swords are, mental battles, logic, things of the mind. Sometimes, this feeling of, again, this is so different than the last reading. I'm getting very similar energy from these cards. I feel like there's a lot going on inside of you, and it might not actually be physically there, but it's tormenting you. I feel tormented energy, not in that ridiculously dramatic way, but in the way that it's your mind might be your worst enemy right now, if that resonates for some people. This feeling of just you see, none of the swords are actually touching this person, but they can't sleep. I feel for you. Been there. Heartache, someone lying, this can mean, the Seven of Swords is one of my favorite cards, even though I know a lot of people get nervous when they see it for personal readings, is that it can mean multiple things, in that it's a person that's, lying, they're taking these swords and sneaking away from this town furtively. The red kind of speaks to this, nature of diabolical almost, but it also can represent you taking what is necessary from a hard experience and leaving the rest, strategically getting away from a situation maybe that has caused you a lot of pain. And maybe that's something that you went through in the past. Maybe this is a general energy around relationships you've had, where you've had some really hard trials in your interpersonal relationships, which is a Pisces thing because we feel so deeply. And when you are a very sensitive, giving person, you often, especially when you're younger, you attract or any age really, you can attract people that are takers because they see your good nature and they need it to feel like they can function, and they don't realize how much they're leeching off of you. And you don't realize it either because you're so naturally giving, and that can turn really rough, you know. And I think a lot of Pisces experience those kind of one-sided relationships, a lot of sensitive people in general. So yeah, I mean, maybe this is stemming from childhood. This could be that you felt like you've had a rough go in life in general, and you've had to make a lot of strategic moves for yourself, but none of it's been easy. You maybe had to give up on some things that didn't feel right, or you fought people that there was no winning, I want to say. There was just like no winning with these people, and you just had to walk away, or they walked away from you and they didn't really care how they left you as long as they felt like they came out on top. Woo. So what I want to say in this reading, though, is that you have learned a ton. The world is the last card in the entire Fool's Journey of the Rider-Waite Tarot. After you've gone through all of these lessons and all of the suits, the world signifies completion, but it signifies completion in the way that really nothing is ever complete. There's no endings. Everything is cyclical. Everything that stops, there's a new start. Every door that closes, there's a new door opening. That is what the world really beautifully represents, and it means the closing out of some type of cycle. I'm really feeling like I'm talking to someone that is ready to level up from maybe feeling like things never work out, or hardships, or feeling like you never have been fully met in a relationship. Oof, I just feel like I needed to pause after saying that, because I just feel like I'm talking to someone that is a giver, and they maybe overgive. They weren't maybe young, when they were young, they maybe weren't taught boundaries, or they weren't allowed boundaries. And so they found themselves with people that didn't honor any boundaries, and they didn't have the awareness to know how much they were taking from you. And I feel like this part of your life has been very important to learn something to level up, but now you are ready for that stage of your life to be over, because this is a relationship reading, and that is very much what I'm feeling, and I'm just getting so many tingles even talking about this. Look at this though, this like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's just crazy. I've had these cards for 20 something years. You can probably tell by how ragged they are. And I know a lot of tarot readers get like all the flashy new decks that they can sell, but like these cards are just the most spiritual, insane cards. I'll never get rid of them as long as they'll have me. And every time I look at them, there is something different. These figures, I don't know if you're seeing this at all, or I'm just freaking out on my own, but look at this person and how this person needs them. They're just keeping their head down, trying to get through this storm, and this person just feels very leechy. They feel like, I've never seen this before in this card, it feels like this person knows that they could be inside the church, you know, they could be inside warmth, or they deserve that, but this person is just keeping them out in the cold. Oh my goodness. I am just like covered in feelings right now. There's something about, you deserve better. That's all I want to say. You have always deserved better. Wow. And maybe now you know it, or you're about to. Because, okay, so if you are single, because, you know, relationships aren't everything, right? They're a beautiful dance that people can do, and I feel like it's one of the most amazing ways that we can grow in life, is to just walk alongside someone that's a good partner and is in a similar space of mutual growth and self-awareness. And that's an amazing thing if you can find that. But there's also a lot from just being able to stand on your own. And this, here in this position, it feels very much like you are just like bossing up. There's something, it could just be energetically, it could be career-wise, but it's like going from this feeling of someone bringing you down to like you can stand on your own and you don't have any issue. And if you don't have that now and you don't feel that right now because you're more in this mode, like, this is what you're bringing in for yourself, because you know you're capable of it, and you know you deserve it because of whatever it is you've been through. Like, just boss energy. And in that place, you are inviting in, if your goal is a relationship, you are inviting in this kind of person, this stable, not complete, because we're never complete, but this complete package of a person, especially when it comes to the way that they are rooted to the earth, and they are grounded, and they're a foundation. They have a foundation. And it's like this creating generational wealth, creating this like family, this contentment, rooted in something very real. Wow. And it's just, it feels like maybe you are a type of person that has always, I don't want to say floated, I mean swam, fishies, right? And this energy that this person's bringing, or this counterpoint energy that you're inviting in, is so stable, and it's so real. And you'll know it's this because it will feel like home. Oh man, just even saying that feels good. Like, it will feel like after swimming in your little fishy way through the depths of the ocean, looking for a light, it will feel like finding a whole warm living room with a roaring fireplace, you know, of energy. And it's just beautiful. And look at this. Look at where you're heading. Oh my goodness. This is the same four that Aquarius got. And you guys have, you know, signs that are next to each other often have sharing energies because you're born at the same time, right after, you know, same seasons and whatnot. And so you can have these kind of intertwined energies, and it's beautiful. You both have the Six of Wands coming in. And what's the result of this? So if this is about you getting away, right, from people that don't deserve you, and you are bossing up in your own right, you're learning the lessons, you're getting yourself out of the cold, and you are building something that is real, and it's for you, and it's amazing. And then you are going to experience your victory because of that you have long deserved and maybe never realized it, but some part of you is so deeply aware of, like, oh God, I just keep hearing like anything's better than this, you know, like, it's almost like you didn't believe you deserve all the things you want, but because of what you've been through and how bad it maybe was at times, you just finally had this like, F it, anything's better. I need to at least try, or I need to at least go forward and try, like move forward into this new space. And maybe it won't work out, but it's better than this. And I'm over it. Because maybe it's been multiple relationships, right? Maybe it's been like a series of storms that you've been through. And maybe it's been since your childhood that you've been dealing with this kind of energy. But regardless of the before, what's coming is the victory. And if it's with a person, this really earthy, beautiful, stable living room energy, roaring fireplace vibes, bearskin rug, then with that person, you guys are going to achieve something amazing. It's like the sum is greater than its parts. I keep hearing the sum is greater than its parts. And it's just, it feels different than the Aquarius one in the way that this, like, I feel like you're gonna have something to show off. Like, it feels showier in a way. Just like proud. Like, you have earned the right to be proud of yourself because of what you've been through and the choices you've made. Because that's really all life is and growth is that we are all faced with things. We invite in things happen to us out of our control. And what matters is how you react to it, right? And whether you learn the lesson, because it will just keep repeating until the lesson is learned. But this is the closing out of something that had maybe kept popping up and you're just done. And now because of that, and look at this. You see that? Wow. because you have accomplished this in your soul and in your body and in your experience, you get to invite in this whole new realm of energy. Oh my goodness, Pisces, I can't. I'm just going on and on. I love this for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you haven't, please subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.